golf is played similar to golf, but instead of a club and ball, throw a frisbee-like disc into baskets along a course. The goal is to make it in the basket in the fewest throws as possible, like golf.
Disc golf is something that's a passion of mine. It's something that I do often, and I think I could teach it to the kids and also use that as a way to fulfill some of those tenets of the SRO program. 3 things that the school resource officer is responsible for. The first and primary one would be law enforcement. That's, falls under things like enforcing the law, stopping criminal activity, and also primarily keeping the schools and the kids safe. Then the other portions of the program involve around teaching and education, and then counseling and mentoring. And I feel like what we are being asked to do is be much more of a resource and a lot less of an officer. And that's kind of how I like to do the SRO thing at the school, to be more available to the kids, to be that trusted person that these kids can maybe come to bridge that gap between police and law enforcement. Because of law enforcement, we use, or used to use for the most part, 10 codes for things as a way to say, so like 10-4 means like okay, 10-8 means in service. And so for me, that became the name for the program, the TEN8 Disc Golf program, as a way to say, I'm in service, I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, fulfilling the mission statement essentially for the SRO program. I was like, I wonder how hard it would be to start an after-school program. So I made a note in my binder along with my other notes from all the lessons that we had, after-school disc golf program. And so I started contacting some people. I believe I bugged the ladies downstairs, and then I called over to the city hall and was asking some people there. And then I started talking with Jennifer Kirby, who is our prevention intervention specialist, who works with the town and the police departments and also with the schools. And I was like, hey, I have this idea. Started with the one school that we had the connection with was Chief Umtuck, because they already had what's called the Dream Team there. So Jennifer Kirby works with some students there, and these students are also kind of like positive peer pressure, mentoring other students and things like that. And I was like, hey, this is kind of a way in. So I started to meet with the principals and stuff, and we kicked it off. Since then, I've now been working with the administration at Daybreak Middle. It's been amazing. I have a blast out there with the kids. I see them learning and getting better. You watch them throw their first throw, much like mine, and it goes totally the wrong direction. And then with some minor form correction, they're throwing straight, or they make a 25, 30-foot putt. It's really awesome. I would use the lesson time as a way to broach important topics and things that are pertinent to our students. Discuss things like bullying and what to do if you are the victim of things like that. How to have safe interactions with police, because some kids are scared of their first ever traffic stop or don't really know what to do when they talk to a police officer. How to stay safe on the internet, how to not become a victim of a predator attack or things like that. So I wanted to use the program as a way to teach the kids this sport, and then also talk about these important topics and build these relationships with these kids, letting them know, hey, if you guys ever need me, this is literally my job, is to be available to you and the students at all of my schools. And I believe it's making an impact.
The program has a few different benefits. Not only is it teaching us that if we show up and consistently in practice, over time we can get better, but it's also beneficial in building relationships between students and police officers. The more the students in the program get to talk with Officer Kinlaw, the more it builds relationship between students and police officers and creates bonds. It also helps bridge the gap between police and members of the community by teaching students that police are approachable. Makes it easy for students to approach police officers and helps us know what to do in certain situations.
And when you start something like this, you're like, I wonder if it's making a difference. And then you hear one of the kids out of their own mouth, unprompted, say what the program means to them. It's kind of a big deal. really excited because June 3rd, we've reserved Kiwanis Park for hopefully the first annual TEN8 Disc Golf tournament, which is designed to be a culminating event for all the kids that have participated in the program. And there's already some rivalry between the schools. So Chief has already said that they have a leg up on Daybreak because they're getting a late start, and they want to do better than the other students do. So a little bit of healthy competition going on, but everybody seems to be really excited about the program. I hope it's making an impact in the community, and I will continue to do it as long as they'll let me. And there's